My name is Jean McCabe, and I am a retired Boston Public School teacher from the Edwards Middle School in Charlestown.
And I am Michael Clinshot, and I will be teaching 7th and 8th grade science at the John D. O'Brien School in September. We are presenting the Diversity of Life overview for the FOSS kit. And I have Jeannie here today because I haven't taught 7th grade in a while. And Jeannie was my mentor at the Edwards when I was teaching 7th grade and my introduction to the FOSS kits. So she's the expert, right?
We can only hope. The Diversity of Life unit is a fabulous opportunity for the students to do investigations, observations, and on screen you can see the major topics that are covered in this unit. And as you can see, there are lots and lots of materials involved with the Diversity of Life unit, and there are 10 investigations.
Yeah, so tell me about all those materials and what your classroom looked like because of it.
My classroom looked lived in, as it were, because we always had lots of science going on.
Plants, animals.
All of those things, turtles, fish, snails. Everyone was welcome.
Important, especially for this unit.
That's correct. The Diversity of Life also comes, of course, with a teacher guide. It's essential for you to read, study, and learn the parts of the teacher guide in order to be successful in teaching this unit. One of the first references that you will come across is going to be the Diversity of Life course matrix, which is broken up into the 10 investigations, giving you concepts, processes. It gives you the materials the reading materials, the extensions. It does also give you suggestions of how long it takes you to do each one of the investigations. This is a guide. You may not take that amount of time, and you may take a longer amount of time. That's for sure.
You think you'll take shorter?
Very seldom do you take less time than they suggest. Most of the time it's more time.
Yeah.
Our curriculum units, of course, also are reflective of the Massachusetts learning standards. The main ones that we cover in this unit are shown here, 1 through 5, coming from life science in grades 6 through 8.
And a very wonderful resource that the BPS Science Department has put together is this Science Weebly that you can access at www.bpsscience.weebly.com. And when you go to that website, you will see this welcome page. And that welcome page will also give you, on the left-hand side, access to these wonderful resources. The first one we'd like to show you are the student learning outcomes. And so when you click on that, you come to this page, and the student learning outcomes are by grade from kindergarten all the way through high school. And each kit has this template for the student learning outcomes. There are it's a rough pacing guide, just like Jeannie said before. Very rough. You may find that it's going to take you longer to do some of the investigations. It lists all of the investigations and the student learning outcomes for each of the investigations.
This year at a glance is more dedicated, of course, naturally, to the Diversity of Life unit and us in the BPS. As you can see on this page, they're pointing out the common writing assignments as well as the closed readings and the standards so that you don't have to go searching for those if you want to use them within your teaching.
And the great thing about the Weebly is that those common writing assignments and the closed readings are right here. If you go to Science and Literacy, then you will see at the bottom there is a tab for the closed reading resources. And they, again, are listed by grade level. And if you then, and by kit. So the Diversity of Life is the Insect Empire.
I love this reading. It is such a great resource for the cockroach investigation, as well as all studies of insects. But this is a really good reading.
And also, you can access the CWA, the Common Writing Assignments, here. And they, again, are listed by grade level. So again, specific to our KIT Diversity of Life, we have the student learning outcomes, the closed readings, and the common writing assignment. Another important resource is the FOSS website at www.fossweb.com. Information for signing up, if you're not already registered for the website, can be found on Aspen on the science page there. When you sign up, what you will see on the welcome page, on your particular welcome page, are the list of all the kits that are available to you, and we're looking at Diversity of Life. And then you can get the teacher guide online. You can get the lab notebooks online. You can get the books, the resource books online as well. My favorite is the resources by investigation, because when you click on that, for each investigation, the resources that you need are listed there that you can then download, print out, and copy.
And probably the best part about this whole website at FOSS is that if you were someone who were going to do your schoolwork at home and you didn't want to tote that gigantic teacher guide, everything is right here at your fingertips, and you can either print out or print out later, and it's easy to access.
So I won't have to worry about my back.
That's correct. Yes, you don't have to worry about your back.
Very
good,
good.
Michael. Every little bit helps.
That's true. So again, we have the FOSS website, and again, the different things that are available to you. And then the final word.
Oh, paying attention to just little pieces of information as you go along. The first one is in investigation, investigation 3, you're going to need some living materials. Unfortunately, you need to order them ahead of time. If you don't order them in time, you'll have to do something else when investigation 3 rolls around.
And you might have to reorder them because they may come
too early.
And not alive.
That does happen.
If it's cold out.
It certainly does. Another thing in the readings, they give you cues for future preparations. For example, in Investigation 1, they ask you to start some plant clippings that you're going to need later on in Investigations 2 and 3. Probably the most important thing here is these little asterisks that say teacher-supplied materials. Good to plan ahead. You might want to make a list. Actually, you might want to make a list of all of those materials ahead of time so that as you approach those investigations, you'll know, oh, I have to get lima beans or I have to get flowers. Otherwise, you might arrive in school one day and not be able to do that investigation. And one last thing, in that e-guide we didn't mention, I don't think that there is a page that gives updates.
Yeah, on the website, they give the updates.
Updates, yes. So that's a good thing to check as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so that's our overview for Diversity of Life. We'll be back with just some pointers for some of the investigations.
Okay.
We'll see you then.